Happy morning, children. Welcome to 12th standard computer application. See, in this session, we are going to see chapter 3. Chapter 3 RDBMS. So, in this, we have seen MySQL. Okay, regarding that, MySQL administration, we are going to see. MySQL administration, it is an open source software tool. So types of software tools are PHP MyAdmin, MySQL Workbench, EDSQL. EDSQL and MySQL Workbench are desktop application, whereas this PHP MyAdmin is web-based, okay, web admin. Many open source tools are available in the market to design the database in a better and efficient manner. PHP MyAdmin is most popular for web administration. So in the previous video also, using PHP MyAdmin only, I explained to create user account. So from that you are able to understand PHP MyAdmin. This administrative tool of MySQL is a web application written in PHP. So the database is separated as lightweight database and heavy database. So lightweight means it will support a web application. Heavy means desktop application. These three tools are very important. MySQL Workbench is a desktop application. It is a database tool used by developers and database administrators mainly for visualization. This tool helps in data modeling, development of SQL server configuration, and backup for MySQL in a better way. Its basic release version is 5.0 and is now in 8.0, supporting all operating systems. Okay, the SQL editor of this tool is very flexible and comfortable in dealing multiple result set. EDSQL is also desktop application. This open source tool helps in the administration of better database. So these tools are well responsible for database management system. Okay, it supports GUI features for monitoring server host, server connection, database, tables, views, triggers, and events. So regarding this MySQL, we are going to see all the commands also. Next is about designing a databases. So this is very interesting because this is the first step we are going to learn about how to design a database. The process of creating, implementing, and maintaining the enterprise data in a system is known as designing a database. So how we have to design? Under one database, we will be designing many tables. So we will be creating tables. How to create tables? So inside table, you will be having records, then fields. All these we have to design. Designing the database, the performance and success of an application depends on good database design only. MySQL provides performance dashboard reports and statistics regarding the design of database. So create conceptual design. It is a primary phase in database design where detailed discussion about the creation of databases, tables, as I said, column we have to call as fields, and the very important thing is data type. These are discussed based on the requirement of the application. As an end result, the model is framed to attain the expectation of the application's end users. Okay. So now, what are the three important major components that forms database are tables, queries, views. So query is nothing but question. Depending upon our question, depending upon our query, the result will be given by the whichever database is available, and different views are also available. So that these are the three major components that forms the database. So first is table. Similar to Excel sheet containing multiple rows and columns. So as Excel sheet, you know MS Excel, like that you will be having many rows. Each and every row is a record. Each column, as I said, each column is an attribute or field. So like Excel sheet, if it has rows and columns, it is considered as table. So we are going to create table. Next comes queries. Queries, as I said, it is a question with multiple conditions. Based on our condition, based on our question posted to the database, the records will be displayed, which satisfies the past conditions. Okay, the records in the database that satisfy the past conditions are retrieved. So it will display the records based on our condition. Views means a set of stored queries. So as many queries as you want, you can create. So table, for one table, you can create many queries. Those queries are stored as a set. That set is called as view. What are the commands to create database, table, record and all? There are many commands. Those commands are splitted into um, like DDL commands, DML commands. There are set of SQL commands. I will explain afterwards. Okay. Now coming to commands to create database, command to create table, command to create record. Okay. So database, for creating database, what is the command? Create database, database name you have to give. So create is a keyword. Database is also keyword. Here, instead of database name, whichever database you want to create, you can give. Then finally, this command should be terminated by semicolon. Okay, after creating the database, if you want to work in that database, you have to give the command called use database name. Already we have created one database with database name. That database name should be used here. Then only you can create. How to create table structure? Table structure, definitely each and every table will have multiple fields. For that fields, you have to fix the data type. So for first field, you have to fix the data type, comma, second field, data type, comma, field 3 data type. Like that, it goes on. For that, the command is create table, table name, within bracket, field 1 data type. As I said, then finally close the bracket and put semicolon. See the example, create table, my table name is details. What are the field name? EMP ID. EMP ID, what is the data type? Integer, comma, EMP name. What is the data type? Varchar. This is character you can give. Varchar is also a field type. Comma, net salary. Net salary will be in integer. So int can be given. Finally, close the bracket and put semicolon. This is the way you have to create the table structure. That's all. Now the structure is created without any records. So how to create records or how to insert values? For that, insert command is used. Insert into table name. Now our table which I have created now is named as details. So insert into table name is details. Then values. First field name is EMP ID. For that you have to give the value within single quote, comma. Second value, without data type, you have to insert the values. Whenever you are creating the table structure, that time you have to fix the field name. Whereas while inserting the value, just values alone you have to give. See here, this is the example. Insert into details, open bracket, 203 is the first value, comma, Babu, comma, 25,000 is the third field value. So now, till now we have learned how to create database. Create database, database name is the command to create database. To create table, create table, table name, open bracket, field 1, data type, comma, field 2, data type, comma, field 3, data type, and so on. To create records, insert into table name, value should be given. Next comes SQL. SQL is a structured query language. What is the use of this language? Language in common is used to communicate with each other. So that this language, SQL language, is used to access and manipulate database. This language, this structured query language is used to communicate with database. Communicate in the sense access and manipulate database. Okay, it is declared as standard by American National Standard Institutes, ANSI, an international organization for standardization, in 1986 and 1987. Okay, so though SQL is a standard language, different versions are maintained to meet out the requirements. Few major functions performed using SQL are execute queries, retrieve data. So once the table is created, once the database is created, whenever you want to retrieve the data, you can retrieve. Whenever you want to delete records, that can also be done. So what are the types of SQL commands? 5 different types of SQL commands are there. DDL, DML, DQL, DCL, TCL, DCL. DDL means data definition language. DML is data manipulation language. DQL is data query language. Query, data query. In this language only, the most popular command called select command is available. Select is used to select the records from that particular database. TCL is transaction control language. DCL, data control languages. So under this DDL, we will be having many commands. This language contains many commands. Then next language contains many commands. Like that, we are going to see the commands related to this language. First comes DDL commands. Under DDL commands, we have create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. The DDL commands are used to define database schema. Schema is nothing but structure of the database. Okay, so structure of the table. Whenever you want to create a new database or table, you can use this command, create. Whenever you want to modify the existing structure, alter command is used. Whenever you want to delete a database or table, drop command. Like that, these 5 commands are under this DDL language. Next, DCL. In DCL, that is data control language, only 2 commands are there, grant and revoke. Okay, grant means giving permission, revoke means to take out permission. Then next is DML. In DML only, we have insert, update, delete. When you want to delete records from the table, delete command is used. When you want to modify existing data with new data, update command is used. Whenever you want to add new rows into database table, you can use insert command. So DML contains 3 commands. Next is DQL. As I said, this query language alone contains select command, which is very important to fetch or retrieve the data from the database. Retrieve data from the table. Next is TCL, Transaction Control Language. In this transaction control language, we have four commands: save point, set transaction, rollback, commit. Commit is used to permanent save into the database.